Good morning. It is Wednesday, March 19th. We are just getting started here with a game of Warzone Boot Camp. We have our first cup of coffee. Beautiful day outside. The sun just came up, and Mrs. P and I just watched the sunrise, so that's kind of good. Um, yeah, we had a pretty good day yesterday. We went and saw my grandson and my new grandson, so that was kind of fun playing with, holding one and playing with the other. Also spent some time and saw my old friend Medic and his wife. It was good. Haven't seen him in, probably 10 years. So, well, probably longer than that. So bad when it comes to sniping. Anyway, we should just put away the sniper. LS Mini Bikes, good morning. Hope everything is good. Haven't seen LS Mini Bikes in a while. It is springtime though, so I guess there's a lot more mini biking going on this time of year. In fact, one of the first things I need to do when I get back up to the mountain is pull out our two mini bikes and give them a once over, make sure they're good to go. Because it's a lot of fun just to jump on those things and head around the property. All right. I think that's one of Mrs. P's favorite motorsports is mini biking around the mountain. It's just fast enough to almost kill you. I don't think I've ever been through that door. All right, let's get a better gun. Go shopping here. Guess we need to jump off the roof and go find another building? I don't know. How do you get on the roof? They're triple red by someone. Well, that was a total miss on the jump there. We're still total red, so I'm guessing they're ground floor. Let's go ahead and plate up in case things go sideways here. And we'll do the right thing and go somewhere else. There's no loot here. We're still triple red. I don't know if that's a glitch. I don't know how we can still be triple red after flying over here, but... Oh. Guessing that's our boy right there. Go with two shorter range weapons. Didn't expect to see someone standing right there. I'm guessing he was just waiting for his teammate or something. It's like, don't push by yourself. All right, we are 44 seconds till we're out of this contract. Let's go ahead and move towards the buy station. I guess we're going this way. Someone else got their box on that rooftop. I don't know that we worry about that. Hedgehog, what is up? Melanie, thanks for stopping by today. It's awesome. Yeah, so I finally got to meet Medic's significant other. Super nice person. Gotta love the bots in this game. They just kind of run around and have no idea that they're even a game. They're in the game. They're just, it's crazy. All right, let's focus again. Let's keep some distance between us and this guy real quick.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Seems like a bot, but I can't really tell. It's definitely a bot. He turned around and grenaded himself. Alright, let's go get loadout, and we should be good. Hedgehog says it's evening for me, 11 p.m. Thursday night. You must be over like in New Zealand or something. We've had a couple of viewers from New Zealand hang out with us for a while. That's awesome. Demonic Angel, you get specialists out of the contract boxes, but it's pretty rare. I haven't seen specialists in a long time, or if I haven't noticed it. That's good to know. And I don't think I've ever seen one in boot camp, so maybe it's just, maybe it's only in the other game modes. Alright, we got to come up with a plan here. Looks like it's going to center probably on this circle, maybe a little higher, so let's move over here somewhere. Work it out from that spot. This is all looted. We have 8 teams left. Doesn't seem like a lot. Captain Happy just disconnected. That's good. Pete, good morning. Grant, good morning. Cliffy Floors, good morning. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. All right. This is not the roof we want, but we'll start here. Now you can't stack those on top of each other or you will blow up. We learned that a couple days ago. I'm surprised I actually remembered. 6 teams left. I don't think we're far enough into the circle yet, so let's keep moving a little. Can't even see that far. We could bunker bust it, but I'm sure there's going to become a better option for that. Brad, good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, it was good. We met up at a Buffalo Wild Wings, which is close to his house, right off the interstate, because we were on our way home from seeing the grandkids. So it was like, yeah, let's meet up somewhere. I don't really want to go by your house and have to sort that out. All right, let's go ahead and hit this guy. I'm sure he's going to jump. Now the right thing to do would be to go down, grab some more stuff. Maybe we'll get lucky and find another kill streak or something. We do have $5 grand. Maybe we'll hit the spy station. Giving up that rooftop's probably not the best thing to do.
The new safe zone. Gulag locked down. Area's clear. Contract worth more than usual, so get it done, soldier.
LGBR awaiting target data.
Moving.
So snag this rooftop, jump to the other one.
Enemy dropping into the AO. That one had win.
There's still another guy over there. He's going to try to get a different angle on us, I'm sure. He bought someone back, but he didn't come back to the spot, which is kind of strange.
You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them down.
This is the, well, the train is still a buy station, so that's a dilemma. We gave up on that last buy station a little early. Guess those guys took the middle tower. We still have that squad behind us at the gas station. They're either going to get on this building top. I don't know what they're going to do. They don't seem to be coming this way. They're over here. All right, we're kind of in a good spot on circle. These guys are going to have to give up their spot. We're going to go ahead and bomb this building. We're sure it's the place they're sitting at. I don't see anybody. Maybe we should have held that until the circle was closing in on them.
No casualties. Gas is closing in. You've made it to the top 5.
All right, 2 other teams. They're not going to live very long down there, so we got to get ready. Okay. We got Mr. Laser Beams here.
Goddamn drop. Fuck me. It's not buttons to hit.
Couldn't get it done. Big Slim, good morning. Next Demon, good morning. Crowd Lush, good morning. Yeah, so those guys were rocking ground loot. Struggling, but just too many guns. We probably should have dropped down a little bit earlier once we downed that first guy. Not let the other ones get so close. But we did. What is this? Why are we getting a cutscene? Not sure what that was all about. I guess there were still 2 teams left. Huh. All right, we misplayed that a little bit. But that's okay. We ended up with 10 operator kills. I don't even know what place we were at. We must have gotten 3rd place since they were still shooting at each other. We'll take that for our first game. So we got to spend a few hours yesterday with the grandbabies. That was fun. The older one is 5 going on 6. He's a lot of fun to play with now. He's I guess they got an Amazon delivery in the mail recently, and there was this big box. I don't know. It was probably as wide as my desk, and I don't know, my 3 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. And this kid just loves playing in that box, and it's just he'll get in the box. He wants you to close it up and roll the box upside down and keep tumbling it over. He had a lot of fun with that. I'm sure it was probably the last day for that box because it was coming apart pretty good by the time we were finished destroying it there. 007, good morning. Welcome in. And then the new grandson, he's about, I don't know, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks old now. He still doesn't do much. He just kind of lays there and sleeps, but that's kind of fun. It's like a little warm papoose thing. His hair is still a bright red. Well, not bright red, but it's an auburn red, I guess. Hope it stays that way. Really didn't get a chance to look at his eyes that much. He'll open his eyes a little bit at you and then close them real quick. I think he only opens his eyes and looks at you when he knows you're not looking at him. So something like that. What else? That's probably about it. Oh, tomorrow I'm heading off to the Keys, so there's no streaming tomorrow, Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna take a long 3-day weekend with some friends of mine, go down to the Keys and do some fishing. You know, the usual. All right, what could we have done different on that last game? We could have been a little bit more aggressive early, get a better position in circle before they departed their bunker down there, or we definitely should have kept our kill streak a little bit longer, not burned it until they had to get out in the open. And that way they would have been taking gas damage or bomb damage. All right, but that would have been probably the best thing to do. And then we had the gas station guy sneaking up on the side. He was not shooting at all until, I guess, the end. It looked like he may have won that game. All right, we'll do better this time, though. Grellush gonna miss me. Oh, that's okay. You guys will find something else to do. I'm sure of it. I'll miss you guys too. All right, we don't want the mini bike. Wasn't quite sure where that was. It's actually a really good building to get a most wanted in. There's always lots of boxes right off the drop. A frost line? Sure, we'll give that a try. Actually, we're going to take the Ames 85 because we know we can't hit crap with the sniper rifle. All right, we're down to a minute 22. Got a couple boxes below us, maybe above us. I don't know. Looks like we have to cross over, so let's get Let's get the buy station situation solved first before we have to cross over to the other side.
Most wanted contract closed. Redeploy squad mate. Good work.
So I guess all the gear went out in the yard.
Care package on standby.
We should get a self-revive out of here. Maybe a kill streak, a UAV.
Visual protect me.
Nope, no self-revive, so kill streak's good. It's not like someone's right below us. Maybe they have something good. Got another guy above us.
Gas is inbound.
We'll just run over here and get this done. He'll probably peek over the top on us. Just jumped. We don't know where he just went. We're not going to worry too much about it. Sounds like bot on bot action going on over there. I guess that's about it.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Hope for the best on this long flight. Got to get halfway up this mountain. Wow, really? Didn't need a full-on Molotov in our face. I guess we'll just run right up the middle. We're gonna get our loadout. Oh, we got a guy right here. That's awesome. He's shooting at somebody at the gas station. We want to stay on this edge just so our loadout gets as close to us as possible. There it is. That's awesome. That's pretty good. I was going to say awesome again, but I don't know how many times you can say awesome before it starts sounding weird.
Moving in. New safe zone located.
I'm guessing he just got sniped by somebody. We did not get the kill on that, so I'm not sure who was shooting at him. Oh, Snarky Goblin, good morning. Hope your day is going well. Got a guy. Oh, multiples. There's two of them here. Let's get some high ground up here somewhere, maybe. All right, we're down to 10 teams, 16 players, so the odds are looking pretty good. I'm not sure that we want to really push up there. I guess we do. Keep the high ground as long as we can. El Ivete, good morning. Hope everything is good. I know it's only Wednesday. We haven't really had time to fully embrace the weekend yet.
Care package available for delivery. UAV standing by.
We know there's someone up here. He's going to buy his buddy right back. He didn't buy anybody back. He must not have any cash.
Requesting recon at my location.
UAV available for tasking.
Get to the new safe zone. Gulag's closed until further notice.
Got a guy right down the hill. We've got this team coming to get a buyback.
Valuable opportunity here. Don't miss the shot.
Knew that gunfight was not going to go well.
10 remain. You're almost done here. Enemy dropping into the AO.
We do the right thing to get away from this mess. We don't need to be in a gunfight with multiple teams. Ah, frustrating. Good Lord. All right. What else? Grelush, how's the coffee levels? Coffee levels are out. We're out of coffee, so we got to get that solved. Snarky, wishing I was heading to the Keys for some R&R. Will you be posting anything from there? I don't know if I'm going to post anything or not. It depends on how everything's going. You know, maybe, but probably not. We'll see. Definitely won't be doing any live stuff. So if it's anything, it would be YouTube content. All right, we're going to launch again. I'm going to fill the coffee up. I'm going to be right back. All right, we are recoffeed. Yeah, I'm not sure what we should have done there. I mean, obviously, we left the top okay. I think we should have got maybe on the ground quicker. Not try to fly all the way down to the gas station would have been a better move, I think. We don't know. Brandon Kirkham, good morning. Welcome in. I feel like we're missing something else. Call me Pug. How are the games going? The games are going okay. We had a third place, and I don't know what that was. That was a train wreck. It's only the third game in the morning, though. Second cup of coffee, so we're about at the right caffeine level. Both of the games so far, we haven't really played optimal strategy. We've kind of pushed when we have teams of 3 or 4, and that's usually doesn't work out. El Vajete, if you play 1 versus 4, stone, grenades, gas, so you can fire more and have more change. Stone, grenades, and gas. I don't know what stone grenades are. Store grenades and gas. So the tactical have gas, I guess, instead of smokes. Yeah, you're right. I don't really use the smokes that much. I mean, occasionally there's a rotation and the smoke comes in handy, but most of the time in boot camp, 1v4, a gas grenade would probably come in handy. You can suppress a little area, maybe get people to panic a little bit. All right, Puffin' My Dragon. That's kind of a weird name, but okay. Misfit Gamer, good morning, welcome in. Well, my first cup and not logged in yet, 007. Well, you better get moving, 007. The day is half over. Sun is high in the sky already, at least where I'm at. I almost feel like I'm on vacation already. You know, I'm sleeping in till like 7 o'clock these days. We used to get up at like 6 and stream by 6:30. But Mrs. P keeps reminding me, you know you're retired, you can do what you want. So I say, oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I got in trouble yesterday. We got a little bit of a late start on the stream, and Mrs. P told my daughter we were gonna be up there before noon, and I guess I didn't quite leave enough time to get all of that done. How about a gun? How about a gun? How about a plate? I'm sure he doesn't have a self-revive. Probably shouldn't be in this area. So somebody bailed the turtle guy out.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Good Lord, that was horrible. Wow. Call Me Pug's been up since 2 a.m. Had to set my alarm for 12:30. I don't know why that would be. Been up since 2, had to set your alarm for 12:30 so you get up by noon, I guess? Like the 715th time is better. Miss Happy Steve. That was not good. All right. So our most wanted went poorly because, well, We were pestering that team with the turtle, and he sniped us in the head. We got defensive, you know, all kinds of bad stuff. So let's do the right thing and grab another most wanted. Oh, let's grab this over here. That'll be better. Get some quick loot. There won't be anybody out here. Guess we're not going to get that, are we? That was bad play. And we don't have anything. We're going to have to just wing it. Just going to ground loot it, I guess. Game's 85 is good. Frostline probably would have been good. We want to get rid of this Model L for something.
Heads up. An enemy squad marking you as bounty target.
All right, we got 6 grand. Let's go back here and get one weapon real quick. Make a quick run through here. Probably not a lot, but more than we have. We don't need plates. We're double red.
Can't see him. Yeah, lucky.
Need your stuff.
SCR ready for launch.
I'm wondering why his other teammates weren't right with him. He was talking to someone. Nobody on radar. Alright, we have enough for our second weapon. They're probably retreating to this buy station to buy that guy back.
The enemy is no longer tracking you. You lost them. The enemy lost track of you. Good work down there.
Let's go get our loadout. That'll solve 2 problems. We get our other gun and our perks.
Gas is closing in. Relocate to the safe zone.
Alright, let's go look at this buy station also. Guess that didn't work out well for them. Alright, 10 grand. We need a gas mask. And I guess that's all we can really carry right this second. Maybe a care package. Can't buy a care package.
Enemy soldiers incoming. Losing ground. Moving.
We know he wants the buy station. If we shoot at that, it's going to give us away. We're going to do this instead. And just leave him to it. here just hammering away at nobody down there. Still got the guy upstairs here. He hasn't committed yet. I guess he's not going to. All right. Well, guess we go up the hill. Got to have these people running across the street soon.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
You know, I almost think we do better if we just let the bots do their thing and work on real teams. So we have 11 teams, 15 people. Pretty good odds. But if we spend our time shooting the bots, then there's just going to be teams on these buy stations.
Get to the new safe zone. No
So we
more
got to find this
fighting in the
team, get them while they're running towards the circle,
There's
maybe.
an increased payout for this job. Be sure to collect. 9 left. Keep the pressure on.
Not convinced anybody's up here. Still 8 teams. Surely somebody's up here.
Time of flight 5 seconds. Out. Precision airstrike.
I think that a
standing
precision
by.
will be better for us.
Gas is inbound.
We're just doubly checking, making sure nobody's in here. All right. 3 other teams, 7 other people. I'm amazed that they're all down the hill.
You got 4 remaining. Stay sharp.
2 other teams.
Target area marked. You're clear.
Oh, good.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
One guy. It's a good shooting move. Agonist, what graphics card do I have? I have the RTX 4070 Super Ti. The graphic card is just barely good enough to run the game at a decent frame rate and stream on 2 platforms. I think my bottleneck is more the CPU though. I think if I had probably a newer CPU or a better optimized CPU, it would be better for. I think the graphics card isn't working that hard, but I do know that we're throttled by something. All right, we had 12 kills, 1 death, first place. We'll take that. We got lucky on our kill streak down there. I was surprised they didn't all run all the way through it. One guy stayed in the middle and got downed. And Agonist, yeah, I have a 4070 RTX Ti Super. I think it's in my computer build. If you type exclamation PC in chat, you can see what it is. Call me Pug. I show up and you got to win. Must be good luck. Absolutely. Anybody with a green name is always good luck in March. Yeah, when my PC was new, it came with an RTX 2080 Super, and it was fine for playing Warzone back in the day when Verdansk was out. But over the years, slowly it just gets worse and worse. And I don't know if it was just upgrading to Windows 11 caused the problem, but I just think over the years the game has been less and less optimized. Um, and also, we weren't streaming back in the day, so all I was ever doing is just playing the game. But once I started streaming, we started having hiccups on the stream, like the encoder couldn't keep up and keep the game frame rate up. So we had to do something. Snarky runs a 4070 with an i9 135, but barely manages 120, 130. Yeah, mine's a 470. I do have an i9. It's a K something processor. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what the exact numbers are. But I don't have, I don't know. I have everything turned off that I can to get the frame rates up in the game. I don't run any of the DLS stuff. Like if you look at, where is it, quality? Like all the upscaling and sharpening, I have that turned off. Dynamic resolution, we have that turned off. Frame generation, have that off. Variable shading, we're not using very much of our VRAM. We're only using like 6 gigs of VRAM. Seems like you could use more. Agonist, did you put your graphics card in yourself? I did. I ripped out the RTX 2080 Super, and I had to do a little case modification to get the new one to fit. It's a little bit long. Well, it's quite a bit longer. I didn't do my homework and get the exact fit card. I could have, but the reviews weren't as high because I guess the fans are smaller, or it only has 2 fans on it, where this one has 3 fans. So I had to cut out one of the hard drive bays in the case. It wasn't a big deal. It was just pop a couple rivets out, a couple screws. And I also had to replace the cable that came with the power cable for the video card. I had to get one with a 90-degree angle on it. I just didn't have room without kinking the cables. And even with the 90-degree fitting, it's still super tight in there. And I feel like I'm probably getting a little bit of thermal issues in the game. A little thermal throttling probably. Have had Fed cast that the best one. Have do the Fed cast, that's the best one. I don't know what the Fed cast is. Yeah, I did some I guess with my power supply and everything else, the 4070 Super Ti was the best that I could get without some drastic changes. And it wasn't a perfect fit for the CPU that I have. And because of that, I think that's where my slowdown is we are CPU locked.
You've been marked as the most wanted target. Kill enemies and secure supply caches to close the contract on your head.
All right. Running around, not finding a lot of stuff. We know there's a guy right behind us. We are going to re-engage him in a moment. He had some awesome BO6 movement there. Not sure where he just went. Guessing he's up above somewhere. Not going to worry too much about his issues. This guy's going to unload on us in a second. Gotta love bots that just do a little bit of a pre-fire in a doorway and they just, oh, we gotta go peek at that door, see what's going on. That's okay. We don't mind them. They're good people. You gotta make sure you get the Cypher with the red dot optic on it. If you get the one that has the iron sights, it's pretty bad.
The bounty contract on you is closed. Your squad mates are redeploying.
Thought we heard somebody down there.
Enemy counter UAV inbound.
Horrible jump. We're just like a bullet magnet while we're flying through the air here.
Gas moving in.
Not sure why that didn't buy right away. All right, got to come up with some more cash flow. Don't think we're going to get it around here though. We don't quite have the resources we need. At least there's no one else here. Bunch of nothing here. Got somebody coming across to get their loadout probably, so we're gonna see if we can shorten their life. Maybe they have some cash. 5,200. Close. Alright, we got one more building to check. And then we got the buy station behind us. We got the guy that's going to be swimming. Hopefully we don't have to rely on him. Oh, 300 bucks. We could do it. Oh, $30 short. Alright, we got all our weapons. Good to go. We have Skippy coming down to get his thing. Unfortunately, he's still alive out here. Oh no, he's dead. I don't know what happened there. I slid past and missed every shot. That wasn't good. Mud 5900, good morning. Welcome in. Misfit Gamer, I think we already said good morning to you. All right, let's get back in this thing. We still have our free loadout coming in. Don't know that we... I don't think we're going to get our other stuff back.
Contract worth more than usual, so get it done, soldier. Enemy UAV overhead.
Hopefully we don't get tagged here. know where he's at. I'm guessing he went inside the building. Yeah, I don't know where he's at, so we're not going to worry about him.
Losing ground. Move it.
We're going to work towards this next buy station in case we have enough money to buy our C9. We also need ammo in a bad kind of way. Somebody's super close to us. That was a huge find. We very rarely find that armor or ammo jacket. Alright, so we got people close. People close. Where do we think they are? That's not good. He was looking this way, so there's somebody over here. I almost feel like there might be somebody on this roof. I also feel like there was somebody out here in the water earlier shooting at us. Or on the bridge. All right, we are gonna hold this roof. I guess they're still way up top. We need to make sure we get eyes on that buy station. Yeah, we can see it. We don't want to take any excessive shots from anybody. So don't stand in a gunfight. Gonna have a swimmer here in a minute. Got this guy shopping him up. We do not have a self-revive, so if we get downed, well, we won't go down, we'll be dead.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Can't see crap. Got the guy up on top of the bridge. Got to worry about. We're getting shots on, but we're not getting everything we want.
Closing in.
We got enough for a UAV would be good. Can't we get up this without getting shot in the back? Oh my goodness. All right. One team, two people.
Fuck.
Last chance, soldier. Kill or be killed. Gas is
Just
closing
went
in.
this way.
Locating safe.
God damn it.
Wrong spot. Way to get it done.
All right. We got that worked out. Just about messed up. Again, I'm overcorrecting on my slide, which is not good. Yeah, those blast traps were playing dividends on the buy station. Everybody just ran in there and didn't look for them, I guess. Family Manax, good morning. Medic, good morning. So what is that? 2 wins and a couple good finishes. We've had a couple train wrecks, but overall we're doing about like you'd expect. You know, I feel like I'm yelling every time we're in the helicopter. It's like, ah, bah, 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 bah. All right, first place, 10 kills, 1 death. That's pretty good. Not a high scoring game, but still, it was a good rotation. I don't think we had any super bad play. That one guy deleted us early on. I wasn't happy about that, but we were able to recover. We came back and did fine. Who else are we missing? Call me Pug. Thanks for the good games. I'm going to grab some more coffee as we're launching. I'll be right back. So I'm not drinking that much coffee. I'm just getting half cups of coffee because they get cold so quick. If I get a full cup, you know, we drink a little bit and then it's not good. So we're just going for half cups to drink it quicker. 007, nothing but train wrecks here. Yeah. Were you in that game, 007? I know there's not that many lobbies going on right now. It takes a while to even get boot camp lobbies. So I think people are just backing off of the game until Verdansk comes out, and then we'll get a flurry of new activity. And I'm sure Activision is going to work bots into their normal Warzone modes just to make it look a little more populated. You know, it's kind of like GTA 5. You get a lot of the NPCs or locals, as people call them. They're not really part of the game at all, or they're not real players, but even on the GTA Online, you get a lot of these NPC characters. It just adds a little bit of color to the game. All right.
The real thing is done and served.
We got a couple guys standing still down here. Surely we could hit somebody.
Rest time's over. Now you can work the Warzone.
Nope. Coffee is meant to drink hot. Absolutely. Coffee should not be cold. The only good cold coffee might be coffee ice cream, but that's kind of a stretch. I mean, there's so many better flavors of ice cream. Why would you go for coffee? You know, you get pineapple ice cream, peach ice cream. I don't know that I've ever had apple ice cream. That doesn't even sound good. Apple kind of belongs more with a cinnamon flavor, and I don't think cinnamon and ice cream go together. And then you can have the good old strawberry, vanilla, or chocolate. Obviously, vanilla is not really ice cream. That's just something that people pretend is ice cream, I think. All right. If I recall the structure of this building, you got to go up over here.
You've been marked as the most wanted target. Kill enemies and secure supply caches to close the contract on your head.
So we got a guy and two guys. Okay. I'm guessing he was trolling for us to do something like that. Oh my goodness. We should just get rid of this thing so we don't have to reload it. Alright, we got the guy up on the roof still. So we're going to do the right thing and push him. I don't know where he went. You know, that AK is not too bad. AK-74. I've never used it, but maybe if we put an optic on that thing. All right, maybe it's not that good. The last thing we should be doing is chasing this guy. Where are you?
Enemy UAV is online.
UAV available to that team.
All right, any good weapons? I don't really see anything. All right, let's go get our loadout. That's probably what we need to do. Or our loadout weapon, at least. So we've got to jump way in here at this point. Might as well start early. Like clockwork, good morning. Today I learned vanilla ice cream is not real ice cream. Yeah, vanilla ice cream. It's like an ingredient, you know. You might as well drink milk or just eat straight up sugar. But ice cream is not really finished until, I mean, maybe you could put vanilla in some other ice cream, but it's not an ice cream by itself. All right, let's get that on the ground, get this in our bucket. We got to remember the AK-74 to try to build one of those up. I don't know if the damage is good, but it looked very stable, at least that ground loot version. far as favorite ice, what is my favorite ice cream? AK is awesome under 30 meters with a regular red dot. At range, annoying with the recoil. You know, we were shooting those bots down in the street, and they seem to be more than 30 meters away with iron sights. And I don't think I could do that with an Ames 85. Where did you go? You were just here.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
We're not going to worry about it. Let's go get our loadout. Need to mark it so we know where it's at. It's up on the street.
Get to the new safe zone.
We have people down in the street. We have the sniper guy. Got this guy down the street too. Always pre-fire the sniper guy before anything else. We're hunted, we're triple red. Gotta watch out for the sniper. He could be up on top by now.
Armor lag? What?
Broke my leg. Yeah, bullet.
I thought there was only one left. I dropped down there. That wasn't bad. That was bad. That was horrible. All right, sandwich maker. Hope you're having a fabulous Wednesday. We are. Damn, bro, how, why, and pretty good actually. I got my own office yesterday, and that felt so good. I've never had my own office before. Yeah, that's pretty amazing when your company finally says, you know what, you bring enough to the table to earn some square footage. I remember my last office. Well, not my last, probably my next to my last office. It was bigger than the CEO's office in the building. It was a corner office. It had a little sitting room off of the office with a, oh, I don't know. I don't want to say a TV, but what? Yeah, it had a console TV area, a couch, a couple chairs. Need all your stuff. Need a plate up. Need all your stuff. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Got a gas mask. No kill streaks. Some of those vest things would be good. Not a requirement. And I think my office also had its own private bathroom attached to it, and then it had doors into a conference room. So it was a full-on like office suite thing. And what had happened, we had our company's building. We pretty much had the top floor and half the bottom floor, but we rented out part of the downstairs. And eventually we got big enough that we just decided to overtake everything.
SDR awaiting
And I guess the client that had that bottom had built that corner out. What's the chances of our weapons still being here? Probably not good.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so that guy's running a group scan. You can't see crap. He's not good, but whatever. Sandwich maker, congratulations though. Yeah, absolutely. You got to get your office decorated. That should work out well. Call me Pug. So my job is disappointing. The 7th, right? I don't know what I am doing next, but I was given a laptop this morning with a few people laughing about how it's now. I'm a little worried. All right, yeah, so nothing bad. I mean, nothing good about going into a job when all the existing people in that position are laughing at you or laughing about the position. But you'll figure it out. Alec53, good morning. Cue ball, good morning. AK is a beast, but with a scope, it's super bouncy. Let's go build one real quick and see what it looks like in the shooting range. So we tried the GPR. It was not that great. AK-74, looks like we have a couple options here. I guess we'll go with a new build. I don't know even where to start. Fast Mag 3 gives us 60. I don't think we need all that. I'll tell you what, let's do an existing build so we don't have to do all the stuff. Now let's look at this thing and see what we can do with it. So the Willis, gain twist barrel, sure, foregrip. Let's change this optic. I don't like the Willis anymore now that we've been using this AccuSpot Ultra Hollow. Seems pretty good, and we're going to change the reticle because the one that comes with it is god awful. And let's look at this thing, see how it shoots. Probably not going to be good. It's a little snappy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that isn't even shootable. I mean, it's good for like 10 meters. Not even. That is not the way the ground loot one was shooting at all. So let's see what we can do to fix that. Vertical foregrip. Vertical foregrip takes all the horizontal recoil out of it. So I guess that's what we're going to go with. The assault grip, what does it do for us? I guess that's as good as it gets. We do have recoil springs in there. Might need a heavy stock. Heavy stock does nothing for you. Gives you some flinch resistance, but we don't need the flinch resistance. We just need overall whatever. Maybe we'll go with a long barrel. Doesn't seem to make a difference. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we're not going to worry about the AK-74. I guess you can play ground loot version. That's about it. TAC 56 has best TTK. What? There's no way. TAC 56. I like the TAC 56. Let's put one of those in there instead because we know this AK-74 is not going to work out. I think that's a Modern Warfare 2 weapon. TAC 56. Got the Quartermaster. The OPV4, I don't know if that's the best one for us right now. I used to like this in-last thing. Let's look at the reticle on that thing. I don't know if you can do anything with it. I guess that's all we can do. See what this looks like. All right, we got to get rid of that optic. That is horrible. VLK, probably not. We'll try the Eagle Eye, but I don't remember that being a good thing. Compared to the Cypher anyway, I saw it on Facebook. I know Facebook, it must be true. I don't know. Based on recoil, I can't hit crap with it. Time to kill seems good. But at range, I won't be able to hit anything with this. Maybe we need an underbarrel or something? What can we get rid of? There's not much we can get rid of. Ruin heavy support. Let's get rid of the 60-round magazine and see how that works. And let's also look at the stock situation, see if we can get a better recoil situation. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, you just can't shoot this thing. I mean, maybe if you have aim assist, but uncorrected, you get like 10 bullets and it takes a hard right turn on you. And then you start missing. Jack Glassless, let's look at that real quick. The problem with the Jack Glassless is you're not getting a lot of magnification. Where is the Jack Glassless? Oh my goodness, I forgot how many worthless optics they had in this game. And it used to be the Jack Glassless was right at the top. There it is. Let's give that a try. I don't know. I mean, obviously we need more bullets. $50 meters seems pretty good. Let's look at the damage situation with it. So if we look at the gunsmith, so damage is a 40 headshot, 35 for body, 31 for legs. Damage effective range is 44 meters. You get 31s. Beyond 58, it drops down to 25. Fire rate is 625 rounds per minute. If we go to the Cypher, we get 44 head, 39 body. Damage effective range 45 meters, 42, which is better. Damage beyond 71, 35. Rate of fire is a little slower. But I think overall we're better off with this. Reload time isn't horrible. Yeah, I think we're still better off with the Cypher. So maybe on paper it works better, but I don't think it's good for me. And maybe if you have aim assist, you can keep those bullets on. Muzzle is Shadow Strike. Barrel is Tundra. Let's go look at that real quick. Maybe the Quartermaster isn't the thing anymore. Shadow strike. Where is a shadow strike? I didn't even know what that was. I don't think we've ever used something called a shadow strike in the past. Shadow strike suppressor. And the barrel is the tundra. And we have the tundra, so that's good. Let's go back to the firing range really quick. See if we can get a bullet out. I mean, we're sacrificing bullets right now. We're down to 30 bullets just to get enough stability to hit anything. But I can see how people could destroy with this up at shorter ranges. Underbarrel is the bow breaker, the XRT bow breaker. We'll change it to the bow breaker next. We have it set up on our sniper class, so we can at least use it in pregame. See if we like it. The bone grip, I think it's called, has a little better recoil control. I mean, I used to really like the TAC-56 when it first came out. It was like you would grab it as ground loot, and you could just run with that the whole game, pretty much. It was an iron sight, but it was good enough. It didn't feel like it had the most damage coming out. It was kind of like the Kilo back in the day, just lots and lots of little damage. Obviously, 30 rounds will not be enough for quads. So we'd have to lose the foregrip or something to get the magazine size that we need. And I don't know why they don't just allow you to have the overkill or the 8 attachment weapons. Seems like that would make a lot more sense. Make it the same as the BO6 stuff. All right. You know, I don't think I have problems with the existing AR that we're running. It's not as stable as I feel it could be. But again, it's not horrible either. I do feel like the C9 needs to be more stable. And every time I pick up the CSV, I like the way it feels. So maybe we should revisit a CSV build. Just heard somebody.
HDR ready for launch.
Or maybe we just hold on to this CSV and don't swap out. It's got to be as good as one we could build. All right, let's start moving towards the buy station. We might have time to get here, probably not. It's a little far. But we're gonna give it a try. A little more money on the way.
Contract on you is closed. Squad mates are redeploying. Nice job.
We'll leave that there. You know, sometimes you put your gun away and you run thinking you're going to run fast. You're stuck in this like half speed thing. I don't get it, but
Closing in.
it is what it is. All right, so we're going to hold on to our KSV and our KSC. I don't know what it is. Kentucky Fried Chicken gun. Not going to get anything else out of that. All right, we have a long run to get, so let's take that redeploy and see if we can get circle. Or we're going to be behind the whole time. Bow breaker is what I meant. Whoever said that is right. Man, who has time to test all these attachments and stuff and say, you know what, I think this is good? $500 short. 400. Got enough cash. Let's jump up here. Go find out where we need to be. It's super dangerous staying this high for this long. Really? Wow. That was nice. We got shock sticked and whatever that was. I'm guessing whoever put those booby traps are still here somewhere. Alright, let's go get our loadout. If we were really paying attention, we would have got a gas mask and saved some money for our loadout. Save some money because we could just use our loadout.
Get to the new safe zone. Hostile UAV in the area.
Just about messed that up. We were shooting right in the railing. Just not getting it done. Alright, we're back on 6 plates. It'd be nice to get those little vest things. Maybe we should go start looking at the dead bodies and see if we can find one.
Losing ground. Move it. Target destroyed. Deploying supply drop to your location.
Guess we get no supply drop. We just get all of his cash. Got 20 grand though. Don't know what we're going to do with it. We're carrying pretty much everything we can, except a self-revive. Can't buy a self-revive.
Watch the skies. Down.
All right. We need a place to drop this kill streak so we can buy something else. Well, we shouldn't wait here. We should just bomb this thing, get out of here.
Got an extra valuable opportunity here. Don't miss your shot.
Up the hill, and hopefully we can get this worked out. Bow tie, get a UAV. I already have a kill streak, and we found late game that's going to be much more helpful than a UAV. I was actually looking for a place to drop my kill streak to buy a UAV, but Big Keezy just got down, but that's not going to last. Let's see if we get eyes on this guy. We don't want to waste it. I think he might still be down. Can't tell. I don't know. All right, what do we got? 180 rounds before we have to do something. We have a kill streak. Don't have a self-revive, so if we get sniped, we're going down and staying down. Two other teams. They appear to be shooting at each other. So we're going to spend this moment to get more centered. With cover would be good.
You're in the top 5. Bring home the win.
I see the guy way out there, but I don't see the guy closer. Maybe it was a decoy.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
So we have two people we have to worry about. Of course. Don't let the wad of cash go to waste. Tigo. Yeah, you're right. Not sure what we could have done different there. We should have stayed. We should have stayed by that big tower and just waited. Maybe put some blast traps around it. But we didn't. We saw the guy up on the hill, but I think it was a decoy he dropped or something because it was just glitched for a while. All right, let's go back to look at this thing real quick. TAC 56. So we're looking for the bow tie. Was that bow breaker? Bow breaker. I don't even know what that is. Bow breaker XRT grip. Oh, it definitely gives more stuff. So that's good. I don't know what else we can change, but let's give this a shot again. It's just all over the map. You can't shoot with it. So anybody that's shooting with this is aim assist in it. Yeah, you're not going to shoot 100-meter targets with it. 50 meters are questionable. 25, it works pretty good. So 25 and less. But you're almost in SMG range there. 50 meters doesn't feel good, especially if they're moving. I got a GRP full attachment, pretty solid. Yeah, the GRP is pretty good if you build it out with the 8 attachments. Absolutely. But I don't know why they don't let you do that on here. Why can't we go with a... Let's change this to a pistol really quick. I don't know if I can do that. Or a special. Then we can change the overkill to gunfighter, but you can't do that. Equip 3 extra attachments on your primary weapons, BO6 weapons only. So yeah, I wish they would do away with that. That is not a, it's not an okay thing. What is this thing? Oh, I think that's that saw blade gun, the one that came from, yeah. It's like, what does it do? Does it even hurt anybody? Is this thing broken? Does it even do it? Anything? Okay, so you're firing a saw blade out. How could it not hurt somebody? I don't get it. Thanks, Activision. All right, let's delete this. Delete the. Okay, we just have our 2 loadouts, and that's probably more than we need. That's just not good. Call me Pug. I watched the video and remembered you used to run it, so I figured you let you know. Yeah, the TAC 56 used to be one of my favorite weapons back during the well, what days was that? Or there was the water map. What was that? I don't even remember. Not Avalon. What was the water map? I think it started with a V. Had the zoo. It had a lot of good places to jump. Shoot the wall. I shot the wall with it. It had a saw blade in the wall. I don't know. That gun doesn't work. It shoots out blades, but I saw the blade stuck in the wall, but I emptied all the blades into a target and it didn't kill the guy. Your sniper isn't a BO6 gun, so you have to change it to the use the gunfighter. Right, I was trying to see about the gunfighter, if I could put gunfighter on a Modern Warfare 3 weapon. Because if I could get a TAC 56 with 8 attachments, now we're talking maybe something useful. But the way it was, I could only have a 30 round magazine, and marginal stability just wasn't quite enough to sway away from a BO6 weapon. So anybody that's using that is probably doing something not right. I can't imagine anybody would use that in a game. I really like this little automatic pistol. It works well. It's just only good out to about 10 meters. But within 10, it works really well. Sandwich Maker says they probably do keep it even gameplay. I can't even read. They probably do it to keep it more even gameplay wise. I think the reason they do it is to allow BO6 to, you know, nobody wants to make old weapons OP or meta, because then you won't buy them in the store. So they would have the BO6 weapons so you can buy them in the store and they can make a little bit of money off it. I would think that's the reason, but we don't really know. He didn't die. All right. We should probably loot all the buildings on the way. Good. We're not going to get enough money just off the contract to do anything.
Precision airstrike available. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
We need to get rid of this Tonto. We're gonna try the AK-74 again, but not with that optic. Oh, we should try it with the optic. No, it's all over the map.
The enemy's tracking you. Good work down there. Supply box secured. Move to the next one. Two supply boxes secured. One remaining. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh. Wasn't counting on running across the thing, but I guess we got to. We're gonna have to come over here anyway. Somebody above us.
Supply box is secure. Contract complete.
I don't know. A red PPSH? I guess that's good.
Requesting recon flyover. Moving here. Precision airstrike ready for tasking.
This thing is a little bit loose on the aim. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. We're not going to hold on to it long enough for it to matter. Going to get over to this buy station.
Got a buy station here.
15 grand and a dream, so we don't have long range. Now we have some range to us. Tell you what, that thing shoots pretty fast. I don't know if that's good or bad. All right. Got our kill streak.
You've got a loadout drop.
Go get our loadout. Hope for the best.
Gas is inbound.
You know, it's not very secure for them to put their cash registers right by the front door of their kiosks. It's super easy for people just to reach in and snag everything. J-Bar, crossbow seems more prevalent these days. Yeah, the crossbow seems like you get people that are full on rage hacking with the crossbow, and I don't understand. I mean, it's not something you would use in a normal game, but you do have a lot of people using the crossbow, and I don't understand why. And I pretty much just straight up report anybody with a crossbow.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Not yet. Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh, stuck in the middle. That wasn't good. Crossbow is one shot down. Yeah, but hitting somebody with the crossbow isn't intuitively easy. So I guess again, if you're rocking aim assist, maybe it's good. All I know is for mouse and keyboard, I feel like I can't play the game anymore. Even this game mode, we struggle. All right, we have Super Mimi. Come on, Super Mimi. You got this. All right, I got 8,500, so let's go get our loadout. Weapons. Explosive rounds will kill you. Call me Pug. Yeah, it's just, and I understand it's a one-shot down or one-shot kill, but you're risking so much to get that one shot, so you have to be pretty confident that you're going to be able to hit. Stop. All right, we're not going to have enough money here for anything. Got 90 rounds, so we need to come up with ammo pretty bad. Got a sniper right behind us. See if we get eyes on this sniper. Oh, not good. Stuck in the middle again. Luckily, I don't think the sniper shot us. I think it was just the guy in front of us. Oh, they're both down. The sniper's taking them out. All right, so we had 10 kills, 2 deaths. Not too great, but it's okay. We're going to go get some more coffee. Go again. So what is the crossbow from? Is that a new weapon? I don't think it is. Let's look real quick. What would it be listed under? Like specialty weapons? Launchers? No. I would think it would be in a special weapon. It's not a marksman rifle. It's not an assault rifle. It's not a melee. So I don't even know. I don't even know how somebody would come up with a thing. Not a battle rifle. Maybe it's an older weapon. It's not a battle rifle. We don't know. Crossbow seems to be more prevalent. Yeah, I don't even know how you would get a crossbow. It's not a launcher. Should be in the launcher category, but it's not. Special's not a thing. Maybe it's an under attachment. There's a blueprint colored red, white. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where it is, and we probably shouldn't even worry about it. We're never going to use it. All right, let's grab some coffee. I'll be right back. All right, again, that last game, we should not have left the building until we knew what we were going to do with it. We looked out, we saw the sniper was across the way. All of a sudden, we had two guys behind us. The right thing to do would have been maybe drop down below the bridge, take the sniper out of play, let them shoot at each other. 007, watch you tomorrow. We're not going to be here tomorrow. We're heading to the Keys tomorrow morning, bright and early. So I'm not streaming on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. So we're taking 3 days in a row off. My next stream will be Monday morning. So yeah, that's going to be it. Rebel Dies a Lot, welcome in. Hope all is well with you. Really? Frustrating. Marksman in Modern Warfare 2 list. Thanks, Rebel Dies a Lot. So the crossbow is a marksman rifle, which kind of makes sense. It should end up in the special category, but I don't think they had that in Modern Warfare 2. And I guess everything in special really belongs in, like, the one that's in there, that Sarin, belongs in the SMG category. But they added it so you could run it in overkill. It was like, well, we'll call it special. It's not really good enough to be an SMG, but it's too good to be a pistol. That Sarin was one of the biggest disappointments of Modern Warfare 3. It was like, oh, look at this. We can get around the entire overkill problem. Ooh, the game just got glitchy. I have no idea where we're at. Don't want that. So yeah, the AK-74, the ground loot version with the iron sight. Good Lord, I can't even, okay. Yeah, it still jumps around quite a bit, so it's not as good as I thought it might be. All right, what do we got? A minute 20? Let's go ahead and work towards this buy station. It's a little far away. That should just about take care of that.
Contract on you is closed. Squad mates are redeployed.
Man, that thing will destroy. I just don't know why you can't build this up
Gas is closing in.
and put an optic on it. Or maybe you don't need an optic on it. All right, 13 grand. That's probably all we're gonna have time for anyway. $14 doesn't really help us at all. So we got our sniper rifle back. Even though we deleted that loadout, all of a sudden BO or Activision thought, well, you didn't really mean to delete your sniper rifle. Here it is again. Counter UAV, probably not very helpful. $4,000. What can we buy for $4 grand? A kill streak of some type?
ADVR ready for launch.
All right. We're gonna have to make the big run up the hill. Actually, we're going to Low Town, so let's get up on this roof. And man, the game is sketchy right now. My latency's good. We're 28, 29 milliseconds, but the game is just kind of locking up. Goes into a freeze frame mode. No idea where that guy is. Guess he's in a window somewhere. We have plates, but we can carry more, so more is better.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Yeah, we were shooting at the bot, and there's a real guy running right behind us. Probably should have focused on him first, but we didn't. All right. Focus on a little bit of cash. I think he killed himself, pretty much. We got 10 grand, so if we can get a buy station, we should be okay. Had some under construction house fall down in a subdivision I'm doing work on. It's wild, like 3 houses, dominoes. Yeah, that sounds like a real problem. When I can see how it happens, though. It's getting all the cross bracing in sometimes isn't a priority. Maybe should have picked up our SMG. All right, we have no options here except run around and find stuff.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I cannot shoot with this KSB for some reason. That ground loot one is horrible. It's getting pretty sweaty for a Wednesday morning. All right, so we had 6 kills, 2 deaths, 8th place. We died being overzealous, just trying to wipe people out there. And we really weren't geared up for it. We didn't have a lot of ammo. We did have plates, but ammo was a problem. Call me Pug. I think it's windy everywhere right now. So winds are causing the houses to fall over. That's not good. In Florida, they normally build all the houses, at least the ground floor is always a concrete block house. And I don't think those would blow over in most of the windstorms. And then they'll put in some type of a rafter system and usually do wood upstairs. And I've seen those have issues before where they don't get them all cross braced or don't get the roof trusses on. And they go down pretty easy. But I guess if you're stick building an entire 2-story house and you don't get the downstairs all skinned in before you start building the second floor, I'm sure that can happen. Especially in a subdivision where you get one builder doing everything. You know, they'll have a framing crew go through, and I guess they could be waiting for stuff or whatever and just not get it all locked in right. All right. I'm going through my mind all the stuff I need to do before I go to the Keys. I got to go buy some fishing stuff. I have a pole and everything, but I need to get, you know, a couple casting spoons or something maybe. I don't think I'm going to get any ground rig stuff. I think if we go out on a fishing boat, that'll be fine. But I do want to have something for the guys to fish off the dock if they feel so inclined to do that. Also need to get my snorkel gear rounded up and also sort out my kite gear, get it all bagged up, ready to go. I don't think I'm going to take a paddleboard. The house says they have a couple kayaks there, so that'll be enough. That'll be enough activities for them to do whatever. All right, well, that's not good. More sweaty than last time. So maybe if you delete a loadout that's marked as a favorite, they bring it back for you. So Alec, as far as my sniper not being a BO6 gun also, the Frostline's the only BO6 sniper that I kind of like, and I don't have it leveled all the way up. It takes forever to do that. So we just went ahead and said, well, we're going to go for the Cat AMR, or the Cat, whatever it is. The damage profile looked about the same. You don't really worry too much about recoil on a sniper rifle, because usually it's just one and done. At least for me, if I don't hit them on the first shot, I'm probably not going to hit them on the second shot. Well, oh, come on. I saw you just run down the stairs. I guess you went back the other way? Don't need to push my luck with that. I'm sure they're going to come look for me anyway. Where are are you? Oh, you guys are way downstairs?
Contract on you is closed. What makes the redeploying? Nice job.
All right, all the gear went somewhere. Never gonna find it.
Gas moving in.
Thought he was gonna land roof. He didn't. Forgot we had a sniper rifle. It's okay though. We're just gonna swap it out for our normal weapon. See if he has any money. He was coming towards a buy station, so maybe so. Not quite enough. Again, the game's getting a little sketchy on movement. Alright, let's go get our C9. We tried running the KSV last game, and it was not good. Got a guy running this way.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Got the guy behind us. Don't know where we need to go. We're gonna try to slower play it this time. Guess we need to get all the way in here somewhere. Is that his buddy shooting?
Enemies dropping into the AO. Gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Gotta keep moving towards our loadout. Stay nice and quiet here so we don't get any attention our way. Yeah, we don't know how to be quiet, so. All right. I think we're going to get to the back edge early. Got a guy above us, but he's not looking our way right this second. I know we could have dropped a kill streak on him, but why do we need to do that? We don't need to be hostile. What can we use? Not a lot. I guess we could drop a kill streak on him.
Battle space full, cannot comply.
Requesting close air. Target mark.
LTBR awaiting target data.
We jump in that boat, go for a ride. I bet that would be not smart. I don't know how to get up here. Maybe truck? Okay, no truck.
Get to the new safe zone. Gulag's closed. There's an increased payout for this job. Be sure to collect.
Where do we want to be? Outside edge? Seems like a bad idea. There are 7 teams, 10 people. We have a zip line here if we're brave enough to take it.
The UAV is online.
I don't know. Seems like a sketchy part of town over here.
Gas is moving.
We should probably put a bomb on this zip line thing.
Only 4 left.
4 teams, 5 people. I like that. Got somebody close. At least they're showing up on red. So we have a team of 2. Where do we think they are? There you are.
Moving.
Uh-oh, they just brought their whole squad back? Probably shouldn't have shot at him.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. We do not forget.
I see 2 of them. I don't know where the third guy is.
FFE, danger close. Over. Gas is closing
Again, I was a little early on that.
Target grid empty. Negative.
Ah, a little hectic there. But somehow we got that worked out. The Janderson, what is up? Welcome in. Haven't seen you in a while. No need to be hostile. 10 seconds later, bam. Yeah, that's the way that goes. Wise man, good morning. Get out of my helicopter. All right. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a lot easier. I wanted to keep them, get them dead before they came across the water. But I was focused on the guy behind the wall. The other two swam over. I don't know. But the guy behind the wall finally died in the gas, I guess. He was the decoy. So we had 14 kills, first place. We'll take that. All right. And that's going to do it for the day. We're going to end on a positive note. Again, this is my last stream until Monday. We're going to take tomorrow off. We're headed to the Keys for a fishing trip. We're going to do that for the weekend, and we'll be back after that. What else? I guess that's it. All right, you guys enjoy your Wednesday.